Today, we have yet another win. We have never came on this post-game show and talked about an Eagles loss. Let that set in real quick. We have each and every time we have started this post-game show, we have been fired up because the Philadelphia Eagles came through and got us the dub. I don't think that there's any other post-game show that can say that. I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles are magical. The Philadelphia
That's right.
Eagles are a team they're going to go to New Orleans for the Super Bowl. The Philadelphia Eagles are the team that is finally having fun again. The Philadelphia Eagles are the team that everyone wants to start controversy about. Everyone wants to say Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown aren't friends anymore. So Jalen comes out and says, you know what? I'll give one to A.J. real quick and throws him a dot in the end zone. And then, boom, all the controversy ended right then and there. So, I mean, this team is just something else.
I'm going to steal a line that you love to say. The Eagles continue to do the dang thing, and the Bills today do the dang thing. Dude, number one seed's wide open. Like, this season's turning out beautifully right now. Is going right. Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, shut up. All of the Philly media, all the national media. Jalen Hurts throws for 290 yards today, has over 300 all-purpose yards in the game. Thank you, Jalen Hurts, for that performance, showing us, making us believe, hey, this guy can still throw the ball. We believe in you. And seeing that, this team can be so unstoppable. We finally pretty much put 4 quarters of complete ball together today.
Yeah.
We held the Steelers to 13 points. The steel curtain kind of got melted today by the.
Yeah, hey, I mean, we put up 4 quarters of true Eagles football against probably the hardest team we've won against, except for Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
Like
and the Ravens too. Like, we swept the AFC North. Like Connor said, that's insane.
the
Oh,
Ravens,
what's
I
up,
was
Mama?
not worried about them. I was not. So
Go
the
Birds. That's right.
Philadelphia Eagles are just different. They're so different this year. It's this year just feels different. It's like, what was it, 2022, 2022, 2023, whatever year it was that we went to the Super Bowl. That had its own feeling. 2017 had its own feeling. This year just feels different. And it's like when you know that you have something special and you get this late into the season, you kind of know and you have that
Mm,
feeling. And I have that feeling. And that's why I'm calling it now and saying the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. And I think, Connor texted it in the group chat. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to go against the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. So,
I could see it. That would be such a fun Super Bowl. You know
yeah.
how crazy this would be for that if that happened? Josh Allen, this guy that like nobody wanted. Same criticism of Josh Allen when he first started. He can't throw. He's inaccurate. His accuracy is horrible. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's athletic, but he can't throw accurately. Jalen Hurts was a backup. We were using him as like how the Steelers use Justin Fields every now and then. He comes in to do wildcat formations and weird formations with the Eagles. He wasn't supposed to be anything. Everybody kind of slept on Jalen Hurts. And it's just that storyline would be amazing. Oh man,
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm trying
no.
too far.
Yeah, no, me and my mom already started talking about, going to New Orleans just to do some media stuff that week of the Super Bowl, just because, we're thinking the Eagles are really gonna be able to do it. So
Yeah, that would be super cool. I've always wanted to visit NOLA. I feel like it's a great time. I love jazz music, so that's places on my bucket list. And if you're able to go and the Eagles are there for a
yeah,
Super Bowl, dude, best of both worlds.
electric. Yeah, no, and I think this team just has the drive. And now it's just we got three division games left, and then after that it's playoff time, baby. And we started playing playoff football weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. But,
That
you know,
and Birds are making statement wins now. Like again, held the Steelers to 13 points. They were kind of surging. Granted, they didn't have George Pickens. That we didn't have Dallas Goddard, so they're kind of even. They're missing one and one player. Their defense, that's a very stout defense. That is a very well coached team. Mike Tomlin is one of the greatest coaches the NFL's ever had. And you know what? Birds came in and again made another statement. Like Vic Fangio's defense put the clamps on early. And it's just, man, that defense sets the tone. I'm game ball today, offensively. I'm gonna go Kenny Gainwell. That guy made some
Yeah.
great plays today. Barked on defense. There's not one player. I think I don't even know. Like the whole defense. I want to say
You
the
know who
D
I'm
line.
giving it to? I'm giving it to Nolan Smith. I he's
Nolan
just
Smith played a great
he
game.
is so overlooked each and every week, but when you need Nolan Smith, he's coming through.
Right. And like when Bryce Huff comes back, like I'd say he's got to be behind Nolan at this point because of the
Yeah.
development we just. And with Nolan's athleticism, like these QBs are having a hard time escaping out of the pocket. Like he's so fast. Jalen Hunt, he's keeping up with these QBs too, and
Yeah.
it's like a perfect. We got power and speed on that line this year. We haven't had that. It's always been we just had speed rushers, but now we got Milton, we got Jalen Carter up the middle, just creating havoc. It's just, it's man, this defense has been fun to watch. The only thing I wish we would change up is please teach our safeties to stop leading with their helmet on these tackles because it seems like one of our guys go down leading with their helmet.
You know, I just gotta say, and this is it's so funny because we don't even have to talk about him anymore because he's just so lights out each and every week. There's nothing to even point out about him because it's just so expected at this point. Zach Vaughn is just he needs the game ball each and every week. I mean, give him multiple game balls for multiple plays, multiple. You know what I mean? He is just a ball hawk. He is hunting down, everyone. And I mean, the way that guy tackles, he's got that tackling fuel for everyone who's watched The Water Boy. I mean, Bobby Boucher vibes from him.
Heck of a few. Yeah, I remember like years ago, not even that long ago, like if teams running backs caught a ball in the flat over the middle of the field, you knew our linebackers were missing the tackle and they were going to break it off for like 15 yards. That doesn't happen anymore. Zach
Yeah.
Bond, N'Kobe flies to the
N'Kobe
ball.
Dean. N'Kobe Dean. Don't sleep on him.
Cooper Tagine, if a running back catches a ball in the flat, sorry, they're going nowhere. Cooper's not letting them go anywhere. Like, that dude flies to the ball, and the
Yeah.
team gained so well, and they're just so fun to watch. Oh, I can't stop talking about the defense. I love watching our defense go out on the field. Like Steelers
Yeah.
got 2 fumbles. One of them was like inside our like 15, 10-yard line to start the game. Defense doesn't even care. Goes out there. I will hold you to 3 points. Nice try.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean this defense is just like I said, lights out, and Cooper, just everyone on this team making it happen is just man, it's something so special. Barkley goes down in the second quarter. He looks okay. I do think that it was good that we leaned on Kenny as much as we did. Kenny put up so much yards today for being Kenny Gainwell. I think
Mhm.
when you're a second string to Saquon Barkley and you have those moments where Saquon goes down and you need to go out there, that's your chance to prove yourself. Do I think the Eagles are going to move on from Kenny this year? Yes, but I do think he could go to one of these lower level teams and be a star running back off of just these plays today. And I mean, I
I
could go on and on. I remember last year watching that one Dallas game where he did like a front flip into the end zone. Like, I mean, he is athletic. He is an athlete. And I mean, every time he gets out there, he plays with so much heart. And, Kenny's different, man. I think the Eagles, they're gonna miss him next
yeah,
year when they don't have him as their second string. But yeah, no, I think he'll go and be great somewhere after this year. But I mean, until then, Kenny Gainwell's an
yeah,
Eagle, baby.
yeah. Radio move was disgusting when he hit that and the defender like got lost. The only thing that came to my mind was the meme where it's get that guy a map. Like That spin was gross. I was like, yeah, like, oh, it's a dump off. We're about to punt it, and I'm like, was that Kenny? I was like, ooh, Kenny.
You can tell. You can tell Kenny's been around Saquon. You can tell. It's just he's electric out there. The whole offense is electric. These guys are just having fun again. I my biggest takeaway from this game is the fact that the media goes out, tries to, make all these false allegations about Jalen and AJ's friendship, and then they go out there and shut everyone up. And that is just
Yeah,
it's such a Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown response that it's like, yeah, no, these boys are back. Like
yep,
it's hard to not be happy and like grinning after something like that happens. It's such an Eagles thing to do, and everyone hates us, but we don't care. So I
yeah.
mean,
Our team, I think the players buy into it as much as the fans, and they love the players. I think just like giving a middle finger back to the media, like Devontae and AJ both had over 90 receiving yards today. I think over 100 receiving yards for both. And was like, we can pick and choose how we want to attack defenses based on
yeah,
what we're seeing, what we're adjusting to, because we know we're a second half team. And at this point, it's going to become pick your poison. Fine,
yeah,
you don't want to load the box on Saquon candidate. I'll watch you run 200 yards. I don't care. You want to load the box? Oh, now you got AJ Brown one on one and Devontae lined up with a linebacker potentially to where he's lined up.
yeah,
I'll watch you dot it up all day. Pick your
yeah,
poison. And it's fun. It's like, what are we going to do next? And what I really like that we did this week was using the up tempo pace on the Steelers so they couldn't really get their defensive calls in. They couldn't, substitute guys and keep them on their toes. I thought that was a nice little switch up. We haven't really done that too much this year, but when we do, it seems like Jalen gets in a rhythm a little bit better when we go up tempo. So I did like that. I like that he was throwing the ball quicker for the most part today. There's a little bit of a lull, like in that second quarter, where like he started to hold the ball and the routes were developing longer, and so that's when TJ Watt started making noise and all the sacks started coming. We fixed it up. We were good. So the only thing is now just ice up that finger. Hopefully it's not broken too bad because I didn't even know he had a finger injury before the game.
yeah, yeah. I didn't know either. Obviously, not hurting him too much. I mean, the guy put up incredible numbers today, but yeah, such an Eagles move to flip the bird to the media and go target AJ Brown throughout the entire first drive and go get in the end zone with AJ. I mean, that's just such an Eagles thing to do. So, yeah, I'm super excited for next week. Got the Commanders. That'll be the hardest game for the rest of our season. Then we're on to the playoffs, baby. So I'm hyped, to say the least. Um, Hoping to secure this number one seed. But honestly, I'll say something really bold here. I honestly don't know if these guys need the bye week. I mean, they have such rhythm going that I'd be scared to break this streak of winning.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just the only thing is, did you see like the interviews that come out where the players have talked about like how the atmosphere at the link is like for playoffs, like
Yeah.
on other
Oh
teams or
yeah.
like that home field advantage. It's so that's the reason why we won
I
in
mean,
20.
we were there. We saw it firsthand. I mean,
Yeah,
it's different. It's
that
just
was
different.
a playoff game. That was just an old friend, Doug Peterson, coming back. That was the Kelly Green game. Get amped up for stuff like that. Now put playoff football in it. I still, to this day, will watch videos of that pick six by Patrick Robinson against the Vikings in the NFC Championship game and just how loud the link was. And listening to people's stories that were like, the stadium was literally shaking and rocking. Like, I've never felt it do that before. It's like
Yeah.
crazy.
Man, I'm so hyped. Yeah, I cannot wait to be back here next week doing another post game show with another dub, hopefully. And yeah, we will see you guys next time, and make sure to go get tickets with promo code Geo the Podcaster when you go to SeatGeek.com. And we'll see you guys next week. And as always, go freaking
Oh,
birds!
birds, baby.